Imagine the shock of an entire people's world being torn apart, their traditions erased, their ways of life changed forever. This is the untold story of the California missions, and how the native Californians fought to survive. California was once a land where native peoples lived in harmony with nature, rich in culture and tradition. In the 1700s, Spanish missionaries arrived with a new mission: to convert and control native Californians. Native Californians were forced to abandon their traditions and adopt European customs, including Christianity. Their sacred rituals were replaced by European Christian practices, erasing generations of tradition. European diseases like smallpox and measles wiped out entire populations. With no immunity to these deadly illnesses, the missions turned native Californians into forced laborers, working the land for the settlers with little or no reward despite oppression. Native Californians resisted through small acts of defiance, or by organizing rebellions. In 1824, the Chumash rose up, briefly defeating the Spanish and gaining temporary freedom from the missions. By the early 1800s, secularization laws and Mexican authority weakened the mission system, causing it to collapse, though devastated. Native Californians found ways to adapt, preserving parts of their culture and traditions. Today, Native Californians continue to fight for recognition, land rights, and cultural preservation. The legacy of the California missions endures, but so does the resilience of Native Californians, who still fight to reclaim their heritage. As the missions faded, native communities adapted, merging old ways with new influences to survive. Native Californians are still fighting today in legal battles for their land, culture, and recognition. A cultural renaissance is underway, as Native Californians celebrate and revive their traditional arts and culture. Tribal unity has grown stronger, as Native Californian communities collaborate to protect their heritage. Today, Native Californians continue their ancestral duty to protect the land, fighting for the preservation of California's environment. The future is bright, as Native youth embrace their heritage, learning the traditions of their ancestors. Native tribes are gaining the recognition they've long deserved, as their voices are heard across the nation. Though the mission system may have shattered their world, the legacy of Native Californians remains alive, strong and unbroken.